Not in my state. Two Syrian refugee families looking to resettle in Texas in the coming days, but Texas says not so fast. The state's Health and Human Services Committee is suing the federal government, asking for an injunction to keep more refugees out due to an inadequate screening process. Here to respond, Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert. Congressman, first of all, how are the events in California likely to affect this debate?
Well, I think they're going to have a profound debate, and not in the way that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are intending. Even before they even knew what weapons were really used or who fired them or how the weapons were obtained, they were saying we need more background checks. And John Lott's got a great article out today that points out that actually before the Colorado shooting, Colorado had extensive background checks. Oregon, before the community college shooting, had expanded background checks. Colorado had them, and they didn't stop anything. And when you know, despite all of the ringing and gnashing of teeth that's going on in the administration, oh, is this terrorism or is this workplace violence like it was at Fort Hood? It's very clear to most Americans that this is Islamic terrorism.
No, I don't think. I think the more we find out about it, the more evidence is coming in.
Very clear.
But specifically on the debate about the refugees, the government claims that they go through a vetting process that is much more extensive than anything that is done anywhere else in the world. It's a 2-year process. They have retina eye exams and everything. Does any of that go the distance in convincing anybody in Texas?
Well, no, because the people of Texas, most of them, are not stupid. They know you can do retina exams till the cows come home, to quote Secretary Comey in that line. But if you have no retina exams against which to compare them, which we don't, you can take their fingerprints till the cows come home, but we don't have fingerprints from Syria like we did from Iraq.
Well, we have no cooperation at all with Syria, so that's part of the problem.
Exactly.
I just have to ask one more question, Congressman. The question of whether there's any chance for any kind of compromise between the federal government and the state government, have they made an attempt, has the State Department or anyone else in the federal government made an attempt to work with you folks in Texas to try to come to some sort of agreement?
Well, that was what my dear friend Greg Abbott was saying, is they don't give us information. They don't tell the governor's office. They don't let the people in Texas who would be charged with making sure these are law-abiding folks. They don't give them any information. They don't give them any advance notice. It's just, boom, here these people are. Here they come. And there's been no effort at collaboration. In fact, we've seen that kind of indignity and that kind of undignified attitude right here on Capitol Hill, as people from the administration, when asked about it, have just say, well, the states have no right in this. We can do whatever we want to, which was exactly the attitude of King George III, which helped start a revolution. I don't want a revolution here. I want the government exceeding the bounds of its authority. It does not have the authority to ram people into areas where there's no authority to ram them.
Well, the courts are going to make a very big decision very shortly, and we will see what happens. Louie Gohmert, thank you very much for joining us, Congressman.
Thanks,
appreciate
Dave.
it.
It's great to be with you.
Melissa.
Thank you.